2011, East Beach, Florida. On a rainy afternoon, a young girl stands outside a car while the person hit by the vehicle lies motionless on the ground. The girl at the scene of the accident is in shock. She is held in a police station cell, still visibly shaken. On the trapezius of her left shoulder, there is a star-shaped birthmark, a detail that feels very familiar to us. Police officers arrive, assigned to transfer 3 inmates, including the girl herself. At the police station, the defense attorney meets with the young girl, Jolyne Cujoh, nicknamed JoJo. He hands her personal belongings given by her family, including a strange golden pendant. As Jolyne picks it up to examine it, she accidentally cuts the tip of her index finger. More holes suddenly appear along her fingertip, causing the flesh to burst. Inside the pendant, JoJo notices a fragment of a golden arrowhead and a photo of her parents. Her father is Jotaro Kujo. Jolyne angrily throws the pendant, and it lands in a floor drain. Her injured finger has mysteriously healed. She will be moved to prison for her trial. During the transport in the armored vehicle, Jolyne tells a fellow inmate that they will arrive soon, as the driver just said. The inmate points out that it's impossible for her to have heard that. Surprised, Jolyne wonders how she did. The inmate introduces herself as Hermes Costello, caught stealing for the second time and certain of her upcoming imprisonment. The vehicle comes to a stop, waiting for the drawbridge to lower, allowing them to reach the maximum security Green Dolphin Street prison, where JoJo's trial will take place. Before arriving, Hermes explains to Jolyne the importance of having money in prison, revealing where she has hidden her cash to evade the body search. Once they arrive, police officers escort Jolyne inside while Hermes remains on board. Her destination is different. As Jolyne is about to step through the entrance, she suddenly freezes. It's the second time today that she has been able to hear conversations far from her. Soon, she will realize how she is able to do it. She can hear the voices of the officers inside the moving vehicle. They are mistreating Hermes. Inside the armored vehicle, JoJo perceives what is happening thanks to a thin blue thread extending from the wound on her index finger. Her hand unravels like a spool of thread, transforming as the string stretches toward the armored van. Inside, Hermes hands over a hidden banknote to an officer, but he finds the offer insufficient and continues to strike her with his baton. JoJo, horrified, hears everything until Hermes is attacked by both officers simultaneously. JoJo seems to have control over the thread inside the van. When one of the officers attempts to strike Hermes in the face with his baton, the weapon suddenly stops in midair, caught by JoJo's invisible thread. Due to the force of the strike and the tension in the string, the officer suddenly realizes that his ear has been cleanly severed and is now stuck to the wall. As Hermes and the officers stare in disbelief, Jolyne finds the banknote the officer had taken from Hermes now resting on the back of her hand, tied to her by that mysterious thread. Jolyne starts to realize that the pendant she received from her father was meant to give her the means to protect herself. Taken to a meeting with her defense attorney, the lawyer urges her to accept a plea bargain. As JoJo listens, her mind drifts back to the moments before the accident. Looking back on that day, JoJo remembers the car ride with her boyfriend, Romeo, who was driving on a rainy day. During a brief moment of distraction, the car hits a person. The car swerves out of control as the victim is thrown headfirst into the branches of a nearby tree. As Jolyne tries to call for help, Romeo stops her, hoping to avoid legal consequences. JoJo took the blame, claiming she was the one driving instead of Romeo, convincing her to assist him in hiding the body in the trunk of his sports car before other vehicles approach. During the trial, she accepts the plea deal proposed by her lawyer, only to discover that the man they hit was still alive. The charges against her are now murder and corpse concealment. JoJo realizes that her lawyer was conspiring with Romeo's family and had deliberately withheld crucial details of the case from her. On the drive back to the city, the lawyer suddenly starts choking. The blue string of JoJo's stand tightens around his neck. Losing control of the vehicle, he swerves off the road and crashes into a wall. Inside the prison, a new inmate holds the golden pendant Jolyne lost earlier.